What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the HVAC Uncensored podcast. As always, man, gotta always show love to these companies, man. I know a lot of people are like, oh, we always gotta start off with the sponsors. But hey, man, these are the people that help make it so I can be here every week to try to help as many people as possible. So I always want to show them love. And we are going to start off with my... See if I can switch over here. It's not seem to be working. There it goes. There she is. My friends over at Yellow Jacket, guys. 70 years, man. Yellow Jacket has been kicking ass and taking names. They're built right here in the United States, and they have. All these other places have sold out. You know, we talk about it with manufacturers, how, oh my God, they went to Mexico when they did this. Yellow Jacket has been right here in the US of A. They haven't been laying people off and all that kind of stuff. They kept it in-house, man. And it's just, you have to respect a company like that because it's hard. I don't downplay companies that did do it, but the ones that can make it, I mean, you got to give them a little bit of credit for being able to do that because it's not an easy thing to do. So guys, if you're out there this holiday season, you're thinking about buying yourself a new tool, all I ask is that you check out our friends over at Yellow Jacket. They have a lot of great new products out. Let me see if I can get over here on to the HVAC stuff. Products, there we go. HVACR products. So if you look up here, they had one. I don't know what this stands for, so I don't want to say it wrong. But this set won an award in 2020. I didn't know that. That's awesome because I do think that is great. I always tell them I think it came out a little late after the P51 870 came out, but Yellow Jacket does that sometimes. They do not race to be first to put something out. They're very calculated in how they do it. And sometimes we don't all agree with it, but hey, it is what it is. There's a reason that they've been a player and they've been around for 70 goddamn years. All right, let's just be honest. 70 years to be in business is a long time. And you say Yellow Jacket in this industry and every single person knows who you're talking about. They know that for a reason. I don't care what gauges you buy. They better be hooked up to Yellow Jacket hoses. They are the best in the business, hands down, not even a question. That's not even an argument. Let's see what they got here. Their new scale, this thing is sweet. I actually have one. I'm going to make a few videos of it. I gave it to one of my technicians to use, and now he won't give it back to me because he loves it so much. It's all electronic, has the app that it hooks up to, and the thing has got a little beef to it, man. It's got some weight. So when you feel it, you're like, man, this thing is... you can tell it's quality. It's not heavy enough where it's like, oh my God, I got to carry this thing, but it's heavy enough that you know it has some quality. So guys, all I ask is you go check out Yellow Jacket. A lot of things they got. Oh, they make safety glasses now. And real fast before I forget, here are some of their new products. This thing right here, the little wide jack pressure gauge. Oh no, that's not what I mean. That's not it. It's their little vacuum gauge. I don't see it. Maybe it's in here. Let me see if I can show it to you guys that are watching the video. And I know I've been behind on putting the videos out, but I got a bunch of them in the video versions of the podcast that I'm going to drop out here in just a moment, playing catch up. Let's see. Yeah, I don't even see it in here. But it kind of looks like what we're just looking at. So if you're watching the video version, it is their, actually, hold on. I have one behind me. So look at this. Hold on 1 second. Let me switch this over to the wide angle. So this is right here, the wide jack wireless vacuum gauge. Guys, this is a good deal and this thing is great. I have like 3 of these. I'm going to be giving this one away just so you guys know. We'll be announcing that. Actually, I'll be announcing that later on in this podcast, actually. So Let me switch this back over. That thing, I think is do I think it's the best one out? No, I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to lie to you. But do I think that it is worth every penny? 100%. I think as far as one of those small, compact, easy to use, keep it right in your vacuum kit. I think it is amazing and well worth the money. I've used it several times. My guys have used it several times, and they always know to be honest with me. They don't blow smoke up my ass, and they all love it. All right. So guys, remember, Yellow Jacket, 70 years of expertise built into every tool. All right. Moving on. Sorry, I just wanted to press a button. Let's go over to why is this not coming up? That's not what I want. Let's switch over here for a second. Sorry, I've been pressing buttons, changing some things around here. Let me just go to the main one real fast while there we go. We can go back now. We can go back now to my other friends over here at the Service Hero Academy. Guys, I say this every week, and I'm gonna keep plugging this, man. And 100% honesty, you guys can ask Victor. I haven't made a dime from Service Hero, and if I do, great. If I don't, I don't. You guys know that I'm always fucking honest with you guys. I have nothing to hide, nothing to lie about. I just really think that this is great. It is great in what it gives. And I know a lot of guys don't see it, and guys are finding reasons to knock it. I know that. But if you take this and you use it and you take the little tidbits and the value, and then you build on like the stuff that I talked about in last week's podcast about a proper tune-up process and the importance of it. Guys, this is invaluable stuff, man. It really, really is. And it's constantly growing. There's constantly new videos coming. We go over this with our guys at Beltway. If you show them this screen, they know this because every Monday, well, for you guys, it is Monday. What am I talking about? It is Monday. Duh. But every Monday morning we have, our main service meeting. Then we have little meetings throughout the week. But every Monday we go over these different videos. I love the Monday motivation, the motivational videos, because everybody needs that Monday motivation just to get going. And that's why I like to stay on Mondays. And I hope, that I provide some motivation for some of you guys. I really do. And I'm not saying to be cocky, but I know that I do just by the feedback I get from some people. But I hope for it to be more. To make more guys wake up on a Monday morning, listen to this podcast, and just get a little extra motivation to go through the week. I get it that this job is very hard on our mind, our bodies, and everything that we've discussed, and so I won't keep going into that. But I hope that I can do that. But I try to do that for our team as well. And some of these videos, they really, really help. Little tidbits that just help you get into that mind frame to get your week going. I'm trying to think of some of these, like I said last week, and I say every week, if you don't know how to fix things, this isn't going to help you, okay? It's not going to make you be some great mechanic. It will show you the basics on how to fix something, how to install certain parts, and it will also, hold on, my MacBook is brighting up. But the biggest thing, and I think is the biggest problem with a lot of techs in the industry, is the communication with the customer. So you may know how to install that hard start, install that contactor, but you don't necessarily know how to communicate properly with the customer. And guys, remember, guys and gals, it is all about the overall experience for the customer, okay? We can all change that capacitor. We can all change that contactor. It is about providing that experience for the customer that the next guy is not doing what the next guy's not doing. And I say it every fucking week at the end of the podcast, and I mean it. I live by it. I teach it, okay? So it's not something that I just say to say. It's something that I truly believe in. So if you guys have not checked out the Service Hero Academy, the Service Hero app. I suggest you guys give it a try. It'll be definitely worth your time. If you're a business owner, 100% you should definitely do this. They also have that, it's not on here, but we've had several people, including myself, go to the Service Hero Academy classes in person in California, at Victor's home base out there. And they have a special that they are running for the holidays, where it's like $5,000. It's a pass to send unlimited people there. I'm pretty sure it's like unlimited people is what it is. It's a special. And I'm telling you right now, we spent more than $5,000 on one person going. So if you're a business owner, go check that out. You reach out to them. If you want to tell them I sent you, great. If not, no big deal. Same thing I said with the app every week, man. I haven't made a dime off of this. If I do, I do. If I don't, I don't. Like I told you guys, I don't do this shit for the money, man. I have a link if you guys want to get this. And that does give the podcast a little credit. If you're interested in it, just reach out to me, whether it's through the email, hvacuncensored@gmail.com, or, the direct messages through Instagram, Facebook, or in the Facebook group, whatever. I'd be more than happy to get it to you. I appreciate it if you would do that. If not, no big deal. I want you guys to be able to get the help, make yourself better. How you do it doesn't really matter to me. All right, man. Enough of that. Let's get on, go into the show and get this thing going. I think I got a good topic you guys are going to enjoy today. So let's roll.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. God bless the United States, and thank you to all those men and women who defend it.
Five, four, three, two, one, go!
If you're trying to take your HVAC game to the next level, then buckle your seatbelt, crank up the volume, and try not to be offended, because you're listening to the HVAC Uncensored podcast with Gil Cavey and Kelly McKay. Now, here's Gil and Kelly.
What is up, everybody? Like I said before, welcome back to the HVAC Uncensored podcast. I am your host, Gil Cavey Jr. Happy to have you guys here another week. Listen to the show. Listen to what I have to offer. I really do appreciate all you loyal listeners. I think I got a good topic to talk about today. It's a change in what I was originally going to talk about today. I'll be honest with you. But I like the topic, and I know that this is going to be more of like an owner text, more than like an owner manager kind of topic, but I would love to know what technicians feel about it too. So I saw a post inside, it was inside of a couple of the Facebook groups, but I saw a post that actually, I'm not going to get into it yet. Real fast. Fat Man's coming. Hope you guys are ready for Christmas. Doing what you got to do. I was trying to get a discount code for you guys to be able to save money on different things for Christmas, but it's not going to happen in time. So I just wanted to let you know that I tried. It was the thought that counts. Hope you guys are getting ready for Christmas, getting all the stuff that the kiddos want, and all that stuff. I want to say that real fast. Sorry. It was on my little notes here, and I skipped over it. My bad. Yes, but in the groups, there was a topic they were talking about, and there are several sites that are out right now where, and we actually have one. We're not fully utilizing it yet, but I'm going to see if I can search it over here to show you. But pretty much what it is that you can offer selling. Hold on, what is this one? You can sell equipment and filters and different things on your company website. Sorry, I'm doing too many things at once. And there's a few people that I would like to get on to actually talk about this topic. Let me see if I can. Actually, I'll put this up here in a little bit. I'm not going to do it yet. So the topic is getting on to the future and the future of what we're up against as far as dealing with different consumer trends and how customers buy. And, so the general question is, how do you guys feel as far as being able to sell things on your website, like having pricing for customers to see? Or do you think that is like horribly wrong? It's going to kill the industry. I would love to know both sides, because to be honest, I'm not sure how I feel about it, but I like both sides and I understand it. As trends happen in our industry, you got to be in front of it. You don't want to be caught with your pants down. You don't want to be that company in your area that you are way behind the curve. And we've said this, and Mr. Ken Goodrich, one of the godfathers of HVAC, has said it before, that the future of our industry is going to be, hey, Alexa, hey, whatever, Siri. Gotta be careful saying that because I got a bunch of Apple shit and I don't want them talking. Hey, can you book me a tune-up? Can you book me a service call with Beltway HVAC? You know what I mean? Whatever your company is, like, that is going to be the future. That is how customers are going to book their appointment. They don't want to call in and talk to your CSRs. They want to be able to book online, and that kind of stuff's already happening. And we've already dealt with some of those things. As far as our company, Beltway, is concerned. And I would give a tip, and this is not a sponsor thing or anything. There's some softwares out there that already offer this. If they don't, there's a company called Schedule Engine. Reach out to my buddy Addison. Schedule Engine is amazing. They integrate with House Call Pro, Service Titan, Service Fusion, a bunch of the ones out there where they pretty much give you the ability to be book appointments online for your customers, call service after the fact. Like they have a lot of things that's really, really cool. The only one that I think they can't is going to be the new one, Sarah. And that's only because Sarah already does it. So, but yeah, if you guys need that service real fast while I'm thinking about it, check out Schedule Engine. It's an awesome product. I have nothing bad to say about them. We've told them that the onboarding process was a little, but they're very open. You talk to them, they listen to what you have to say, and everything was good. It's like anything. You have those little bumps in the road when you're starting out. But as far as the overall service, it's been amazing. Hope that helps one of you guys out. Schedule Engine. But yeah, so looking online, and we all know that customers can go down that rabbit hole in fucking Walmart's website and buy systems. And that's not the same thing. That's not what we're trying to do. It is giving the customer different options to purchase things. And obviously, if they were going to your website and they're like, oh, I want this system, there still has to be like a consultation. You still have to go out and do all those things because we understand it. It's not always just box for box. You can't just put in what was there before. You got to do a heat load calculation, make sure it's the right size system, all that kind of stuff. Because otherwise, you're just following up on somebody else's mistake. But part of me thinks that it is good because if you are doing that and a person clicks on it and, hey, they're like, hey, I want to buy this system. You reach out to them, you set up the consultation, you go out and you confirm the process. Hey, this is the system you chose. I just want to make sure it's going to fit in your house. It's going to work properly. And then you have that conversation like, hey, I know you chose this one, but I actually think this system will be a better option for you. And you're still in front of the customer. You're still providing that service that we all know. Because people say, oh, it's like Amazon and, Tesla and all these other products that what they do and they sell it online and, they're cutting the Carvana, they're cutting the car dealer out. They're cutting the sales guy out of the process. So it's not, I don't think the point is to cut the salesman out of the process. I think it is to, like I said, be on the next customer trend. Let's be honest. People are getting lazy. They don't like now. It's Christmas time. I remember being a kid in December and you go into the malls and the stores and they're fucking packed. Everybody's out. Everybody's out buying something, doing something. Black Friday that just passed. there's online Black Friday deals. You don't have to go out and stand in line anymore. Cyber Monday. People are buying all their stuff online, Amazon. They don't have to go out. What makes you think they're not trying to do their HVAC systems any different? So I'm just trying to be real when I think about this. So technicians, it's not really going to affect what you guys are doing because you still have to fix it. They can't fix it online, at least not yet. Some of them think so. They can YouTube it. Well, that's all on YouTube. But I just thought this was a good topic to have, just about the future of our industry. And I would love to know people's feedback. So I'm in the process of trying to get a website done to where all the podcasts and the videos will be on there, and there'll be a place that we can interact, one place where everybody can go and interact, but it probably will not be done until after the first of the year. Because when I do these podcasts and I ask these questions, like I legitimately want you guys to answer it. I want you to have a place that's going to be easy for you to come talk to me and communicate. Real fast, just so you know, I'm going to start doing, so it's going to be every, I was going to say Wednesday, but shit, I can't do it this Wednesday. So probably not next week, the week after that, because next Wednesday is our Christmas party at Beltway, which is going to be awesome. And then my son has surgery the next day. So the following week after that, I'm going to try to start before the first year. Every Wednesday, I'm going to start doing the live streams again. The first one I'm going to do on Facebook, on the Facebook group. And then after that, everyone is going to be on YouTube. I will just post a link into the Facebook group and people can come over. You just have a little bit more leeway on YouTube than you do Facebook. And even though I have more, people on Facebook, it's just more comfortable on YouTube as far as the interaction with the comments and all that. And I was going to do both of them, but I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I might do both, but for right now, I'm going to do the first one, the Facebook group, and I'll let everybody know that from now on, if you're interested, the live streams will be on YouTube. But that way, and I'll probably try to do it maybe like 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So all the people on the East Coast on this side have gotten home, maybe had a shower, had dinner already, and have a little time to relax. People on the West Coast, your guys are probably just getting off work, but we can talk about the day, talk about things that happen in the week, and do it live because I love talking to you guys live and that interaction. I really miss it. I've been wanting to do live streams for a long time to get back to doing live streams, but I didn't want to just do them to do them. I wanted to be able to, once I start doing it, actually commit to it and be there because I hate it when, hey, I'm going to do this, and then something happens between work and children or something that throws me off. It sucks. I don't want to do that. So that's why I just said if I couldn't do it on a consistent basis, then I wanted to not do it at all. So, but I do miss the live streams. I really, really do. So I want to get back into that, maybe bring some people on. And I know some people get mixed up when they say podcast and live streams. Really, it's all the same thing. So there'll be, some of these pre-recorded podcasts that I do with different guests. There'll be some live shows that it's just going to be me or guests, but all of them will eventually be put out on the audio for people to listen to or on the different social media platforms. So it doesn't matter. Anyway, back to the topic that I was talking about is how do you guys feel about that? Customers being able to go online because, all the things I said, the good things I see to it, then I also see the bad side of it where it's, I get the customer going on to buy filters and stuff like that because we don't need to nickel and dime customers to buy fucking filters. But it's cool if you have a website, a place to go to where they buy their filters. It's a resource for the customer to buy what they need, but then maybe you get a little credit for it. It's not gonna, you're not gonna set profit records with the filter purchases, but every little bit counts. You never know. But going into equipment, I get why people would think that it's scary for the same reason that we have the parts thing. You go to a customer's house and it's like, oh, well, I Googled it and I can get that capacitor for $10. I can get that contactor for $28. So I understand why people get scared and nervous about it. And I have the same concerns. But I think it's a conversation that is worth having, especially if you are a business owner. general manager, whatever, about your business, because like I said, you need to be ahead of the curves, ahead of the customer trends of how they buy. And these trends are you can see data that proves how people are doing things, how they're buying things, all those examples. I think if it's done in a hybrid kind of way, that it would work. I think if you did it where I think what people are afraid of is that you have companies out there that they cut the salesman, they drop their profit margin a little bit because now they don't have to pay the sales guy to go out. They're not paying his salary. They're not, or if he's all commission, whatever, they're not paying that guy anymore. They're not paying for his vehicles, insurance, etc. So now they can offer a little bit of a discount and they can just use that as their way to sell. I don't believe in that. I don't at all. Some people don't like those sales guys, selling techs, whatever, but they are needed. Because I do think that we provide a service, not a product. And the customer service and how you do that process, that sale, that whatever, that service, is what makes you different from the other three guys, the other two guys that they're getting estimates from, et cetera, et cetera. But anything that gives me an advantage or gets me in front of the customer or gets me the opportunity to talk to Mr. and Mrs. Customer, Mr. and Mrs. Smith is a good thing. Just like we talked about a few weeks ago, like the tune-up guys are like, oh my God, $49 tune-ups. And, I charge fucking $250. And yeah, is that tune-up, the process that we do, is it worth $250? Yeah, but they're so valuable. They're so valuable that $49 doesn't mean anything. It really doesn't. I don't care about that $49. I care about the opportunity to get in front of the customer. It's the same thing with this. Whether they call my office and they say, hey, I'd like a sales appointment, I'm looking to replace my HVAC system. Or if they go online and they're researching, they're looking it up, because when we give our quotes, we give model numbers and all that kind of stuff. We don't hide it. I know some people don't do that. We don't hide it. If they want to look it up and see the consumer reports and whatever, that's fine. If they have questions, that's my job or our salesman's job or the selling tech's job to be able to answer those questions. Then that's fine. It's the opportunity that we're trying to get. And you know how it is. It's those late night customers. They're home. They don't want to talk to anybody. They're surfing on their iPad, their laptop, their phone, whatever. And man, well, that's not as bad as I thought. Oh, damn. They offer financing. Like, well, shit, maybe I'll just do this. Like, hey, honey, you see this? Like, remember what we thought it was going to be? Like, this isn't as bad as we thought. And they offer 0% financing. We've been pushing it off. You want to just do it? All right, yeah, let's just do it. Click. Hey, you know what I mean? Like, that's fine. We'll fucking take that. And I think that's really how it's going to happen. That's how me and my wife have bought several things. It's something that we know we wanted to buy. We know we wanted to do. We just didn't. Because we didn't have to at the time. Shit's working. Shit's not broken. We need it. We want it. Don't really need it kind of thing. And then all of a sudden we're searching online and it's like, fuck it, let's get it. So it's no different with us. That's what I'm trying to say. I want to see if I can try to, actually real fast, I want to show you guys this company. This is one of my buddies, Mr. Paul Redman, who is the co-host on the To The Point podcast with Mr. Cristiano from Rhino. Paul is no longer with Rhino, but he still does the podcast. Very smart dude. He's now with Contractor Commerce. And this is one of the websites that I am talking about. If I can fucking show people real fast. All right. So yeah, here, this is Contractor Commerce. This is one of the companies I'm talking about, and I want to try to get Paul on here to talk about this. They'll stock and ship filters for you. They'll sell systems and help schedule installs, sell different memberships. So this is like an add-on that you put on to your website. So why are so many contractors losing sales to online retailers and e-commerce giants? Contractors selling online are reporting record sales. Contractor commerce helps you stand out from the competition by allowing you to sell products, maintenance agreements, and even fully installed systems through your own online store. You reach more customers, create a more satisfied and loyal base, and make more money while doing so. And I know this is something that that a lot of guys are gonna fight, and this is what I mean. I understand why they're fighting it. I really, really do. I'll get off of this, but definitely go check out Contractor Commerce, even if you don't sell systems, whatever. It is worth doing a demo. Paul Rebin and the guys over there do amazing things, and even selling your maintenance contracts and adding the store onto your website, systems or not, is worth every fucking penny, 100%. So let me get back onto here. Let me get my little wide view over here. Gotta cover this bald head up. I got a demo of the HVAC Uncensored beanies, some of the ones that are going to be in the store that I'm going to have soon. Not sure how I feel about it. You guys probably can't see it. Let me switch on this other one. I think it turned out all right. It's blue, but the blue on blue, I'm not sure. So we'll see. There you go. Sony autofocus. Yeah, fuck, I was going to say. Oh yeah, I'm trying to. I want to try to get onto Facebook real fast because I want to read some of these comments, and I won't say the people's names because that's not fair. That's not right, especially if they don't know that I'm reading them. But I think these people bring up some good points, and if you happen to be listening and you were one of the ones that made that point, I will say that the post that I'm referring to is from the Home Service Heroes, Victor's group. If you are not in Home Service Heroes, you should go check it out. Here we go. Let's see. All right, let me find one of the comments that I'm trying to read. All right, there's a whole bunch of them, but some of them were pretty good. Yeah, so they're going back and forth. Sorry, sit here, make you guys hear this miserable silence. Trying to find a one to read. All right, this one. It's seemingly inevitable that we are moving towards this, as Amazon and Google have been both trying to dip into the home services. As soon as everyone starts manufacturing a better heat pump, that's the beginning of the end for HVAC companies as they exist today. Not actually. This is the response to it. Not actually. Selling a system on the website, you are selling transparency, trust, ease, consideration, etc. The best result is to be invited to the home. Just a thought. I'm not talking online sales or anything. I'm thinking about what has happened in other industries. A Google, Amazon of home service is far from figuring out how to remove the inefficiencies in HVAC and offering something 10 times better, cheaper, and faster. When that happens, all the trust in the world won't make a difference. So I get the point they're trying to say there. So what some of these business owners and different people are talking about is if we create that online market where customers can go and just buy things online, who's to stop? Because now you are taking some of that interaction out, especially if you go 100%. That's why, to me, I think it should be a good hybrid, to get in front of customers. But like I said, I understand the fear that people have. If you go that, who's to stop these Amazons, these Googles from coming in and buying up or creating their own company? And these big companies, have been trying to get into home services for a while. If you think they haven't, then, you've been living under a rock. Because trust me, they always want their piece of the pie. For coming in, and they have more money. They can build a better website, get better pricing if they tried, and they sell the stuff online. What happens to us? What happens to the HVAC contractor? Amazon HVAC, Google HVAC, or whatever it is. So I understand that that's also something to think about because, that's something that can definitely happen. So the whole point of this is just a topic to bring up things for the future, to know that our trade is constantly evolving. And some things at first, we don't always like them. We don't always guys in inverters and two-stage systems and stuff like that. There's still some guys that think they're junk. Don't need them. All you need is a single stage, blah, 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 even though the data proves otherwise. I wasn't one of those people. I fell in love with the high-end stuff, but there's still some people that don't necessarily believe in it. The trade is constantly evolving. Things are constantly coming. Things are happening that we always need to be aware of. We need to have these conversations as tradesmen, no matter what you are in this trade, installer, because how the sales process happens depends on whether you installers have shit to install the next day. Service guys, whether you have things to go service. If you're selling techs, whether you're going to stop making money on some of those commissions because now you're going to lose some of your chances to be able to sell. They're going to make you turn it over to the sales guy because he's not getting his sales the other way. You know what I mean? It just opens up this Pandora's box that we have to think about all these different ramifications that can happen because of it. And once again, I am not saying whether I think it is a good thing or a bad thing. I understand it. I get it. I know why we're having this discussion. I know why it's there because of the customer trends and how people want to buy. Whether it's a good thing or bad thing, I don't know. I don't know yet. I will say at our company, we have contractor commerce. We'll see. We're going to see what happens. I know that our intent is not to cut out our salesmen or not have one. It is just to give the customer another option and to earn that customer's business, to get in front of the customer. So just something to think about. It's pretty cool. No way of turning around, but underneath of this screen, I got this big timer like you would see in a gym with a countdown because I want to keep these shows about an hour. I don't want to go too long. And right now it's counting down, but other than that, I just have the time on it. So if you guys hear, that means it's time to end the fucking show and Guilford shut his fucking mouth. But I won't get on this. I won't talk about this too much. We've pretty much covered everything that I pretty much had to say. And I'm not going to sit here and just read people's comments. There was some good ones, but I don't want to sit here and waste time trying to find them. Oh, here's a good one. The problem is with the online business model, it's a fantasy. You can't grow and scale your business off of online sales unless you are the only one doing it. Makes you unique in the marketplace. I'm not going to say names. So, like so-and-so said, it works for him because he is the only one doing it. If everyone jumped on board, then it would eventually come the race to the bottom. The reason a comfort advisor gets paid the big bucks is they are providing endless amounts of value to the customer to educate them along the sales journey. If you remove that from the process, it can be catastrophic. Let's see. I can agree to that perspective. So what if instead of having an online store, you simply have an online brochure of services available with the prices starting at? If combined with a proper branding and marketing strategy, it could, it could drive away cheap customers and tire kickers, and you can still send salesperson. But for now, you have closed the price door. Tesla is selling a product, not a service. This isn't a really good comparison. If your product is infinitely unique and desirable, it will sell itself. HVAC companies sell the same equipment, but at vastly different prices based on hundreds of different factors. If everybody lists these vastly different prices on their website, who do you think wins? The industry leaders and premier service providers, or the 1 to 5 person shops with clean websites and a handful of good reviews that sells the same piece of equipment at half the price? I believe that the brand itself and the clientele it advertises to is the determining factor. With your company, you were very specific to target a small yet extremely wealthy and tight-knit area. I can only speculate that these strategies allowed higher closing rates. The customers knew and trusted the brand, so price was less of a factor. As far as the product versus service, personally, I believe that they are interchangeable and the service is the product. The diamond you get at Tiffany's versus the diamond you get at Kay Jewelers have a high likelihood of coming from the same mine. What makes the Tiffany's diamond worth more? It isn't that you say one approach is right or wrong. It's just taking that part into the thought exercise. So, and I won't read any more of these, but I'm just saying this is a good discussion. Like, I enjoyed reading all of these comments, and I highly suggest you guys go and try to join the Home Service Heroes group. You'll see this thread. It is very good. I read this, and this is what made me change the topic. I forgot what my original topic was now, but that's what made me want to start talking about this and thinking about it because, I'm part of being in business and running a business and stuff is always thinking about the next thing and how we're going to stay ahead and different things to offer to the customer. And I just thought that this was such a really, really good conversation. And what I loved about it was everybody giving good points and nobody, fuck you, man. Fuck you. That only happens in my group. But I just thought it was a really, really good conversation. People were very civil. They were having points on both sides. So I think this is something that is worth having a discussion in the future. So I'd like to get Mr. Paul Redman. I'm going to reach out to him to try to get him on to here. For you guys to know exactly what they do at Contractor Commerce, because I read off the little thing and showed you the website, but, I know they do a lot more than what I said in that, brief little thing that I was talking about. Also, trying to work out to get my good buddy, Mr. Everett Lippel. I always say Everett's last name wrong, but, I know I've been trying to get Everett on for a while. I know he's a busy man, but that'll be an awesome show. Me and Everett finding an hour plus to talk about HVAC is not going to be hard. I know that'll be a good conversation. I would like to try to do the one with me and Everett live, though. I think it'd be more fun. I think you guys would enjoy that better as one of the live streams or live shows. So should be good. But yeah, man, I hope you guys are doing good out there, man. I won't beat this dead horse. I would love to know what you guys, let me switch this thing around. I would love to know what you guys think about that topic. If you care, you don't care, if you do, how you feel about the sides. So I would love to know how people feel about it. So if this is in the Facebook group, if you're listening to this on YouTube, put down in the comments how you feel about it. I would love to know how you feel, regardless of what side you're on or how you feel. I just ask that people, if somebody leaves a comment somewhere and you don't agree with it, then that's fine. Just have a fucking grown-up discussion, all right? Just bashing or downing somebody because we think differently doesn't mean somebody's right or wrong, all right? And please remember that. I don't want to see somebody saying their opinion and somebody has to automatically go to being vulgar, being a dickhead because they can't fight facts with facts, all right? We're all grown-ass adults. Let's act that way. Yeah, for just this last 15 minutes of the podcast, closing this out, man. I guess I can tell you a little bit about what's going on here with me. Yeah, we have our Christmas party this week. Some changes that we're doing in the company. Not really changes, but some things that we're really trying to nail down at Beltway that we're really trying to get. We're trying to get right. We're trying to, put some of these processes and different things in place and really get the guys down so they know it 100% so that we can grow. Because when you, like the process I talked about last week, when you have something like that, it makes you scalable. And it's all about like, yes, can you make more money? Yes. Let's not act like money is not a good thing. Yes, you can make more money. But the reason you can make more money is because of the customer experience that you're giving to them. You were giving them a customer experience that makes them feel comfortable with them spending their money and what they're doing. And when that happens, the customer is willing to pay more money for that experience. It's like certain restaurants that we go to. I mean, yeah, the food is great, but sometimes the experience is what you're paying for. It's just, you can't get that experience from somewhere else. There may be a pizza joint, a steakhouse, or something like that you go to. Yeah, maybe the food's great. But the experience you go to and the experience you have while you're there is what makes it even better. And that's why you're willing to pay that premium to go there. It's the same with what we're doing. And that's what we're trying to do behind the scenes. We're trying to get to, and our team really is doing an amazing job. They really are. Some guys are picking things up a little faster than others, but that's okay. It's fine. I mean, it is what it is. Everybody picks up things at their own pace. As long as people are trying and they're moving forward, that's really all you can hope for. But I love sitting back and seeing how much that we have grown and what we're doing and the success that we have, and to know that we're only scratching the surface. And that's why that I promote the stuff that Victor's doing so much, is because I've saw how much it's helped us, and I know that same stuff can help all of you out there if you just take that chance. So if you guys keep doing the same things, they say definition of insanity is keep doing the same things without changing the results, or keep doing the same thing expecting different results. That's what I meant to say. If you're out there having business, and if you want to be that one man guy, that one man band, and or that really, really small company, then that's fine. It's your prerogative. But if you're somebody out there that you do want to grow, and you want to learn to be more profitable, to be able to spend more time with your family, and eventually get to the point where you're not wearing all the hats in your business and stuff like that. There's so many people out there. Learn, ask for help. Like I said, you guys can ask me. I don't know all the answers. I really don't. But if you ask me a question that I don't know, I can put you in touch with somebody who does know that answer. So always ask for help. That's what I always say. Whether you're a technician, a business owner, whatever, ask for help. Let's keep getting better at the different things that we're doing. Don't wait till it's too late. Technician, don't wait till it's too late to the point that now you've just fucked up your mind and you leave the trade, and then you go do something else thinking that's the answer when it's really not. Maybe it is for some people, but I know it's not for a lot of them. They end up coming back, and when they come back, it's not the same. They wasted time. Now they're out of their prime, yada, yada, yada. You know what I mean? Every year that we have counts. And then a lot of business owners, especially when me and Kelly were still doing this, that's another person I want to try to get on with me before Christmas is Kelly. Talk to my buddy on this. And a lot of business owners would reach out to me and Kelly when it was too late. Like there was nothing that we could say to help them because they were just too far gone. They waited too long to reach out and ask for help. Don't be that person, I know there's some selfish assholes in the trade, but there's a lot more people out there that are willing to help somebody than you believe. Trust me. All right. There's a network of people out there that are willing to help others. And I guarantee there's some right in your neck of the woods, right in your backyard. I guarantee it. Because once I started reaching out and talking to people, obviously the podcast help. There's all kind of business owners, technicians that I've met that live around me that I never knew existed. And now we become friends and we talk. And, it's awesome. That's like, I don't have the picture, but my buddy Zeke Warner, which happy birthday, his birthday just passed. But Victor and them at the Service Hero Academy just had a business boot camp. And Amanda, our GM, runs the office, all that. She went through it, and which is pumped, but that's a whole nother podcast to get into. But she sent me a picture, and Zeke was in it, and you see him with the picture, and he's got a laptop in the back that's got the HVAC Uncensored podcast logo on it. So, love you, Zeke. Appreciate you, buddy. My main man. But that's what I mean. So I've got to meet Zeke because of that. And now it's a friendship. We got to get together and have beer still. But yeah, that's what I mean, though. There's always people out there that are willing to help you, and don't ever be afraid to ask for help. All right. So, all right, guys, I'm going to close this. I got some things to do, and I want to keep these right around an hour. Also on the live shows, before I, start to close this out, is it's going to be where you guys can call in again. I want to be able to talk to you guys. I know some people are hesitating to come on the podcast, and not everybody's fine with being on camera, or they don't have a big mouth like I do. So it's fine. I'll make it where people can call in and talk to me. How was your day? How's your week? Whatever. I just want to, I really, really want to be able to hear from the listeners and, see what you guys are going through and hear your stories and stuff like that. So we have to do it through a phone call interview. That's fine. We'll do that. I think it's going to be a good time. So I will post some more stuff about when the live stream are going to start. Like I said, it's not going to be this upcoming week. It'll probably be the week after, as long as nothing else changes. If not, then we'd probably have to do it after the new year. But I want to try to start before then, though. So my legitimate time to try to start is going to, even if I got to do them just by myself, is going to be not this week coming up, but the following week, that Wednesday, probably about like 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So just check out all the social media sites, HVAC Uncensored. You search it. We're pretty much on all of them except for Twitter. I'd appreciate you guys. Obviously, some of you know about the Facebook group. A while ago, we were almost 70,000 people, and it got shut down. We're building it back up. We're at like 20-something thousand people. If you guys would do me a huge favor and go follow me on Instagram, HVAC Uncensored, also on YouTube, HVAC Uncensored. You pretty much search that, you'll see us on any platform. That way that I can always keep in touch on you with different platforms. One thing that I will say, when the Facebook group got shut down, and that's where the majority of the followers were, it was kind of catastrophic when the thing got shut down, man. I'm not going to lie. So I want to make sure that I have a way to be able to interact with you guys. So if that ever happens, it's not like, oh my God, I can't get in touch with everybody, because it's still trying to get people back right now. That's another reason why after the first of the year, the website will be done. There'll be a blog on there. The podcast will be up there, different videos that you guys will be able to see. It'll be one place that you can go to, and everything you need to know about HVAC Uncensored. So we can always stay in touch and all that good stuff. I got a lot of things that I plan for the first of the year. Then we'll start talking in some of these podcasts before the year ends about some of the things I'm trying to do. And I think you guys are going to like it. I got some good ideas. Obviously had a little bit of a break there, which we've already talked about. So definitely, eager to get, my feet dug in to do some of these things and get back rolling, get that full steam ahead, and should be a good time. But the buzzer's going to go off soon. So guys, thank you for all your support, man. I love you guys from the bottom of my heart, and I mean that 100%. I appreciate all the support and the people that have supported me since I put this microphone in front of my face. I cannot thank you guys enough. The messages and the comments that I get from you guys really, really does mean the world to me. It really does. And that's why when something happens, like I always say, when I feel like I don't get a podcast out or something happens, I feel like I'm letting people down. And I don't ever want to do that. I want to help people. I want to do everything I can do to make sure you guys know that I'm going to be there when you need me. So, yeah, thank you guys. I really, really do appreciate you. All right, guys, remember, please be safe. Always make it home the same way you left. Be smart out there. Be safe. Don't do anything stupid. These crazy drivers on the road, pay attention. I saw a picture last week, or one of the guys, the van, how this guy is even still alive. I don't understand. Thank you, Jesus, that he's still alive. And he had a big old cut up his chest. It was in one of the Facebook groups. I'm not sure, but I hope that guy's doing well and everything turned out okay, because it's scary. All right. This is what I mean. The holidays, we don't want anybody having Christmas without us, anything without us, regardless of this time of the year. Please be safe out there. All right. Little tip that I always tell the guys that most of you know, I don't care if your boss goes and says, "Oh, I turned off the breaker," check it anyway. Don't trust anybody else with your life. I don't care if it's your best fucking friend. Double check just to make sure. Maybe they turned off the wrong one. Little things like that. Always be safe. Always make it home the same way that you left. All right. And what I preach every fucking week since I've ever had a microphone in front of me is to do what the next guy's not doing. Set yourself apart. All right. And I hope that over some of these podcasts and some of these things that I've said, that Kelly said when he was still with me, that we have tried to help you set yourself apart. It's been able to benefit you in your career, to make your boss notice you, to make, your wife or your husband. Hopefully some of you are still doing that challenge. Okay. About going in and giving your significant other a kiss when you walk in and trying to stay positive. Yes, keep doing those things to set yourself apart. All right. That's about it. Buzzer's getting ready to go off. I love you guys. I appreciate you. Remember, I'm always here to help. Please reach out to me on any of my social media platforms, and I will always help any of you in the best way that I possibly can. Some of the platforms, the messages get a little goofy and they don't always get to me. And whenever you get a response, it is always from me. Nobody answers my messages from me. So sometimes it does take a minute. So I apologize, but I will always get back to you. I promise you that. All right. I love you guys. I appreciate you. And until next week, I'll see you motherfuckers later. Peace.
Thanks for listening to the HVAC Uncensored podcast. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook and Instagram, or email us anytime at hvacuncensored@gmail.com. Now, get back to work. Shut this down. The views and opinions shared on the HVAC Uncensored podcast may not necessarily be the views and opinions of our sponsors or guests.